Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Charis. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for our new month ahead, July 2026. This is part 1. I'm covering July 1st through July 9th. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new month ahead. July 1st, we are starting off with the waning gibbous moon in the sign of Capricorn. This puts a spotlight from the cosmos around all things having to do with your family. Who are the people in your life that you consider to be your true family, whether it's family by birth, family that you have chosen? Who are the people that you truly trust, that trust you? Who really has your back? Who are your ride or dies? And we're lucky if we even have just one. But the issue of the moon in Capricorn, which is its detrimental placement, it's like an orphan child to try and find its way back home, to try to get to the people that you love, trust, they love you, you feel connected. We are family. Now, the waning gibbous moon cycle, when the light and illumination of the full moon is starting to decrease, starting to lessen, we take the light of the full moon and we go within and reflect and learn and teach about all of the things that came into our awareness around family at the time of the full moon in Capricorn. Now, the waning gibbous moon in Capricorn is making an opposition to Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And Cancer is home and family. It rules over, I feel, vulnerable emotions, babies. That includes our human babies, but also taking on pets that we consider to be members of the family as well. Now, we also have on July 1st the moon in Aquarius, moving into Aquarius and making a conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius. These will be very surprising emotional endings where you're just not feeling it any longer about certain people in your life. Aquarius is winter time. It's also ruled by Saturn like Capricorn. And so emotions that turn to ice, you're just not there any longer. Your emotions are not there. So expect emotional endings around the issues of people, family, your tribe, where you belong, and who you belong with. July 3rd through the 4th, there will be firecrackers going off, and not just because it's the 4th of July holiday. We have volatile aspects taking place. Now we have Mars in Gemini, ruled by Mercury, with Mercury retrograde in Cancer, making a conjunction to the outer generational planet Uranus in Gemini. So Mars-Uranus conjunction in Gemini with the Mercury retrograde. These are the fireworks of words being spoken. And words have power. Words can heal. Words can hurt. But sometimes we say something or someone else can say something to us and it's over. It's done. We just can't seem to let it go. This is the volatility, the combustion of Mars conjunct Uranus in Gemini, ruled by Mercury with Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Emotional is an understatement. Then the moon moves into Pisces and makes a square aspect to Mars and Uranus in Gemini. Now, these are the mutables, which is changing back and forth and hurry up and please make up your mind someday with the constant mutable things that are said. Decide already. Is the moon in Pisces ruled by Jupiter, which is big over the top emotion, and the blending of this with the Mars Uranus in air Gemini? Think of a tornado, a hurricane, the blending of air with water. July 6th, we have two formidable forces butting heads with each other. We've got the sun in cardinal water Cancer making a square to Saturn in its fall placement of Aries. Now, the cardinals in astrology, they lead us into a new season, a new time of our life. That needs to happen. Out with the old, in with the new. Now, the sun in Cancer, this is about going into a time, a chapter of life of caring, protection, family, emotion, vulnerability. Cancer is a very protective sign of the zodiac. It also can keep secrets. If you ask a Cancer to keep a confidence, the protectiveness of the sign of Cancer will most likely keep it close to the vest. They can do that. Now, the sun in Cancer making a square to Saturn in its fall placement of Aries is the issue of needing to have the patience to not just jump to conclusions and put your dukes up, ready for a fight. This is Aries ruled by Mars. Now, Aries at its best, the newborn baby, is authentic, honest. What you see is what you get. But when it's Saturn in its fall placement of Aries, this is grow up, have some patience and persistence. Don't just jump to conclusions. So these are the two forces going on here, formidable powers with the sun square Saturn. July 7th, we have the fourth quarter moon at 15 degrees Aries, the eagle point, the middle point of the sign, along with Neptune retrograde in Aries. Now, Neptune is an outer generational planet. It takes a long time, from our perspective, to move through one area of the sky, or we could call it a sign of the zodiac. Now, the Neptune retrograde in Aries is highlighting from the cosmos the question, do you still want to hang in with the goal, the dream that you believe you can achieve? Because with Aries needing to be elevated to authenticity, and Saturn in Aries with the fourth quarter moon in Aries is, do you have the patience, the persistence, the fortitude to hang in there and make the dream come true, if it is your true, authentic dream and goal to begin with? So this is the Neptune retrograde in Aries, and then we move to July 9th. July 9th, I cannot emphasize cosmically enough that you remember to see the laughter, the humor in things. Venus is taking a nosedive into her fall placement, the sign of Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Now, Venus at her best is about feeling happy, relaxed, feeling good in your body. It's love, it's pleasure, it's the joy of life, which is necessary. So when Venus falls into Virgo, which can be thinking too much, over analytical, too critical, too judgmental, especially of your looks, your beauty, your body. I always mention Bruce Lee because I love him so much, but also he would get highly upset when people would criticize their physiques in front of him, because he would say, you can watch the interviews, your body is listening and responding to what you say to your own body. So the Venus in Virgo is pay extra attention to self-care, to do the things that you love and give you pleasure. Remember to do that always, but especially with Venus in her fall, and also the laughter, the happiness in your heart, seeing the sense of humor in things. So this is part 1 of July 2026, our astrology forecast. I will record part 2 and post that as well. So the first part of July, keep it cool. Obviously, be careful with what we say, because words can end things. When we go too far, or someone else unexpectedly, Mars conjunct Uranus, goes too far, reassess the dream. And if you really feel you have what it takes, or want to have what it takes to make the dream come true. And Venus, which is love, self-care, humor, and the enjoyment of life always. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all in the stars.